Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So we tried to film 2 looks 1 palette with the Glamlite ice cream palette, and we did. However, Charlotte did not want a nap, so we didn't get an intro and outro. So this is our intro.
Not wearing the looks that we did yesterday.
Obviously, because we don't sleep in our makeup. If you do, get your mental health checked. This is the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette, and it is beautiful and stunning and gorgeous. So we have 2 looks coming your way, and then we will save our final thoughts for the outro. So happy watching. All right, first look up with the Glamlite palette. So I wanted to do something kind of like pistachio colored, like some browns and some greens and stuff. So I didn't just stick with like greens and blues because you know that's what I do best. So first I'm gonna go in with my rougher number 16 brush. It's just a big fluffy brush, and the shade Pistachio, which is the pistachio green in the palette. And I'm going to put that in my crease, but only blend it about halfway in. I also already have my eyelids primed with MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So I'm just going to build that up and kind of fluff it up into my eyebrow. And then I'm going to add a yellow on top of it. But I love this shade. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Mango, which is the yellow. And on the same brush that I just kind of like wiped off on my pants, I'm going to go over the top with the yellow and kind of build that a little. And then one more time back in with Pistachio and adding that right below the yellow. Okay, then I'm going to take my rougher number 13 brush. It's like a little baby fluffy brush. And I'm going to take the shade Pumpkin and Butter Pecan, which are the 2 like orangey kind of shades right there. And I'm going to blend those into my outer crease. I like this palette a lot so far. I just wish they had a little bit of a different choice in more neutral mattes because they all lean very, very orange or red. So you don't really have any just neutral browns to work with in this palette. But I'm just going to put that in my outer crease. And then I'm going to go back in with Mango, that yellow shade, and add that on top of these colors as well. And then I'm going to go in with a Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to mix the shade Chocolate and Peanut Butter. So Chocolate is the deepest shade, and then Peanut Butter is like a neutral mid-toned kind of brown, which is about the only neutral brown in the palette, which is fine and well, but I just feel like it lacks some depth, and Chocolate has a lot of like burgundy in it. It's not like a true brown, it's very red. So I'm just going to add that on top to add a little bit of depth. To make it a little bit less orange was the goal, but that's just not possible with this palette, honestly. Now, I'm going to take the shade Salted Caramel. I'm going to start with my finger, or caramel, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to start with my finger and then use a brush. It's this shimmer shade here. This is actually like one of my favorite kind of bronzy shimmer shades that I've tried in a very long time. It's got a lot of glitter, and it's fairly taupey in tone. Like, it's not super warm or anything. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm just kind of like dibbling that into the outer corner as well. This is a Morphe M124 or something. The name's rubbed off. I'm going to take this brush and still use Salted Caramel and just kind of add a little bit more like precision to the look with the brush. Not like a full-on cut crease, but it gives it a little bit more precision than my finger could. And then I'm going to flip the brush over, and I'm going to go in with the shade Rocky Road, which is the kind of brown shimmer right there. And I'm going to add that onto the outer corner. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera and do my base, and we'll be back for the lower lash line. Okay, so I did the rest of my makeup, obviously. So now I'm just going to do the lower lash line, then we can do mascara. It's going to be pretty simple. I don't want to do anything crazy, probably just recreate something similar to what we have on the top. So I'm gonna go back in with the shade Pistachio and layer on some green right in there. I'm gonna kind of let this brush do what it wants to do, like with getting it in my inner corner and stuff, because I kind of want it to be a little bit grungy. And then I'm gonna go back in with those like pumpkin and butter pecan, like the warm shades, and throw them down here as well. A little bit of the shade Chocolate again, that deepest matte brown kind of shade. And on that big fluffy rougher brush, just gonna go back in with the shade Mango, that yellow, and run over all of that. For my inner corner, what do I want to do? I don't really like yellow gold, but I might give it a go today. I think yellow gold would look good in the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques brush. It's the Defining Crease brush, and the shade Lemon, which is the yellow gold in the palette, and just pop that in my inner corner. This is a interesting experience because I don't use yellow gold ever. I think I haven't used yellow gold in like 3 years. And that is all for this eye look. So I'm just going to do my mascara real quick, and then I will show you the completed look. Okay, so here's the completed look with some mascara on. I really enjoy it. I love this lid shimmer. It is so pretty. Yellow gold I'm still debating my thoughts on, but with the green, it's wearable, you know, it's doable. I won't complain about it. But yeah, we are gonna move on to the next look.
Alright, so I already have my eyes primed with the Amuse Cosmetics eyeshadow base. I'm gonna start out with the deepest color in here, which is the shade Chocolate. And I'm gonna take that on a Linda Hallberg. Everything's rubbed off. It's this brush from Linda Hallberg. And I'm gonna like really pack this on in like my outer corner because I really want the depth there. And though these shadows are obviously very pigmented when they start, they are very powdery. So if you choose to layer them, you're not going to get the same kind of opacity as you are if you just kind of do the reverse blending technique like I'm doing. So this is my preference as far as how to layer these shadows. It seems to work the best for me this far. And then I'm going to take this little AOA Studio brush. This is the E130, and I'm going to go into Black Cherry, which is the shade right next to it. And I'm just going to put that right sort of above and sort of where I'm going to blend our next color. I just want sort of a pink gradient for it to go into. Sorry if you can hear my daughter crying. She's been kind of a tyrant today. Rachel's watching her, and went to Cracker Barrel this morning. She tried to steal some things. It was a whole mess. Anyway, I'm going to go into this brush. This is from Morphe. It's unnamed. It's just a big old fluffy brush. I'm going to go into the shade next to that, which is called Red Velvet. It's kind of like a bright corally pink. And I'm going to place that above and really blend that into the brow bone type area. And then along with that, I'm going to go underneath that and go into the shade Raspberry because I want a little bit more like purpley hue to it, but I didn't want to take away from the coral either necessarily, so combining the two. And look, I'm doing a rounded shape. Who am I? This is not my forte. Go back into that initial Linda Hallberg brush and just peck around, make sure things are blended, and make sure I still have that depth there that I desire. Cut the crease with the same eyeshadow primer that I have on my lid on a little flat brush. This is the Morphe M420. Yeah, M421. She's so loud. And it's not going to be like a super crisp cut crease. Oh, I hate that toy so much. If anybody else has kids, does your toddler use one of those stupid like ball toys like that? It's like a ball vacuum looking thing. Oh, they're so goddamn annoying. I don't mind the other stuff. In regards to kids, like, I really couldn't care less about Baby Shark. It doesn't bother me at all, but that toy kills me. Anyway, now that my crease is cut, I'm gonna go into Birthday Cake, which is the shimmery mint in the middle here. I'm gonna put that on the center half of my lid and then all the way through like this kind of cut crease area. On that same brush, I'm gonna flip it around and I'm gonna go into Gelato, which is this like periwinkle type of shade here, and I'm gonna fill in the rest of the cut crease with that. It's really pretty. Because we have this harsh edge right here, I kind of prefer to blend that in with shimmer rather than blend the matte over the shimmer. Like, I feel like texturally it's just a lot nicer of a blend, a lot softer. So I'm gonna take this like big old flat Wet n Wild brush and go into the shade Taro right here, which is the deeper purple. This one lacks some pigmentation, I feel like it takes a lot of like digging in there to get it. But I'm gonna place that on my outer corner as well and just kind of blend into the chocolate color that we have on our outer corner. And obviously I'm gonna try to fade that into the shimmer as well. I'm just gonna blend the edges of that as well. Then I'm gonna take this brush from Sonia Kashuk. It's the blending crease brush. I really love the Sonia Kashuk brushes. I'm going to go into Mango down here, which is the bright yellow, obviously. Pop that right in my inner corner by the brow area. I love like pink and yellow together. I feel like it makes the prettiest combo, even though I hate yellow, but pink and yellow together, it just works somehow. I know it basically just makes sort of orange, but I don't know. It's better than orange, I swear. And then this has literally nothing to do with the palette, but I wanted to add sort of a glitter situation here. So I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Gel in Distortion, so I'm going to use that for my little faux glitter cut crease moment. I'm going to do my base and that stuff, and then I'll come back for the lower lash line momentarily. Okay, so to finish this up, I'll be doing very similarly to what I did on the top portion of my eyes. So first I'll go into Chocolate, and then Black Cherry, and then Red Velvet, and then I'm going to add that Yarrow, right? No, Taro shade, also just to make it shimmery. I'm gonna use the same brushes for that also. Anyways, by the time I get to the lower lash line, I'm like, is it worth it? What is my tyrant child doing now? I bet she dumped her chips. I guarantee it. And then, oops, I'm gonna go into Rainbow Sherbet, this deeper shimmery pink. I'm gonna place that right on the lower lash line. Pretty intensely. And then for my inner corner, I'm gonna take some of Strawberry right here and then a little bit of French Vanilla on top just to lighten it up, and I'm just gonna do that on my pinky finger. Oh, I forgot to take some of Taro down here. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna add mascara and then we will be all done. I actually lied. I am doing a little bit of eyeliner with my Sigma Wicked Gel Liner, just like a little bit to keep that rounded shape, and then just add a little bit more like dimension. Literally just doing like a small messy line. Okay, and now officially this is the completed look.
All right. Intro is done. Now on to the outro. So, I have some thoughts on this palette. I like it. I do. Okay, I like it way more than I thought I would. When Vic wanted this, and I was like, yeah. I could not care less about this color story, other than the teals. I wish that they had a couple different choices of deeper mattes, like maybe
like deeper blues or greens.
Yeah. All we have is this dark brown chocolate and then like a deeper kind of pink black cherry, but that's really all you've got for depth in this palette. And chocolate and black cherry are both very, very warm toned, so
I definitely like those colors. I think like this top row here is just so beautiful, like on its own. But I love depth in my color, so like having a rich navy in there or like a deep eggplant kind of shade, like that would just really do it for me. But I can admit that's probably not the vibe they were going for with this palette. I'm sure they wanted it to be more pastel heavy. It's just a personal preference of mine. And these mattes are incredibly pigmented. Like
these are some of the best mattes
really good
I've tried. Yeah, I think that these are up to par, if not better than like our Be Perfect mattes. Like they are
the original Carnival palette kind of thing.
Phenomenal mattes. They're very creamy, very pigmented. They don't like crease immediately. Like they're good stuff. I like the shimmers in here. They're very fun. I don't find them to be like the most textured shimmery shades, but I like that most of the shimmers in here are unique to our collection. We don't have that many, you know, purples and pink. I mean, we do, but like they're a little bit more unique to our collection, and same with the mattes. Most of the mattes are unique. I would just say that this palette for me is better suited paired with another
like
one.
as a companion. Yeah,
so I like it, and I think the quality is amazing. Also, I like the fact that it comes in that big box, but the palette itself is not like that giant ice cream truck. Because I was like, oh, kill me now when I was ordering it for Beck. I'm like, I don't want a giant ice cream truck in our beauty room. But I really like it. I think it's cute. It makes me interested to try more of their palettes.
Glamlite, especially because of how good those mattes are.
Yeah, they're really good, and I'm a sucker for a good matte. You guys know. I mean, nothing will probably ever beat Viseart, but these are a close second, man. These are really good, really mattes.
Stunning.
These are fantastic. So I do like this palette all in all. I would remember it. I would recommend it, but I just think for me personally, this is going to be used more with a companion palette than trying to use it on its own.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Those are our thoughts. Also, these two looks that we did, I think should be in collaboration with our friend Kayla, so they will be up on our Instagram. If by the time this video goes live, that post is up, I will link it, so go support our pal Kayla. If not, go support her anyway. But that is all for our review today. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below how you feeling about either these looks or the looks in the video. I was about to say then just keep on watching. And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.